Welcome students to another lesson using www.sketchup.com free. Today we're going to be creating the second part for our wooden toy. So without further ado, navigate to the SketchUp landing page you see here. And then once you get here, you move to the upper right where you see the person icon, select it, select My Apps, and begin to navigate to the free version of SketchUp. There's the familiar red logo. So to create a new part, you create new. Simple template, feet and inches. Move to the bottom right where you see this model info tab, select it and make sure you select decimals, leave the precision as it is, and leave the snap interval at 0.0625. That's 1/16 of an inch. You want to select the 5'8" lady, hit your delete key on your keypad, move back to the right where you see the scenes tab, select it, make sure you select the second cube down here, which is parallel projection. Always model in parallel. And then here's the front view house, you select it, navigate to the right side, left side, where you see the pan tool. You want to press and move that origin down and to the left so you can work in quadrant 1. So today we're going to create what's called a lever, and I'm going to select rectangle to start. And I'm going to start at the origin point and start to move my cursor across. And at this point, I take my hands off the mouse because its specific dimensions are 9, 1, then hit the enter key. It seemed to be that wrong, so let's try that again. Nine, 1, there. All right, I'm zooming in. So the next step is to put some guidelines where we can use these measurements to place circles, which will end up being holes in the lever. So I'm going to start with my pencil, and from the first origin point, I'm going to move across the x-axis. As I move across, I'm going to look down at the length window in the bottom right, and when I see 0.5, that's when I'm going to click once, click twice, and then move my line straight to the top edge and click. Now I'm going to return to that bottom edge, and from that line, I'm going to click once, drag it across, and look at the length box. When I see 2, I'm going to click. I'm going to click a second time and move up. Repeat this process until you go all the way across. So I'm going to select here, drag it across. I'm looking at the length window when it says 2. It should stop right on the 2. Click, and then click. So each line is spaced 2 inches from the last. Click, straight up, click, and finally click, straight across till I get to 2, click, click, click. So there we are. The next step is to find the midpoint up the y-axis between the top and the bottom of your edges and select and drag across. Click. The next step will be to go to the third tool down. Under this rectangle tool is a circle tool. Put your pencil tool right there, click, and draw an inner 0.125 on your keypad, enter. That'll create a 1/4 inch hole. Click. You can also use the radius tool down the bottom right. See when it says 0.125, that's when you click. 0.125. It should be snapping into place. Not 0.125, enter. The pan tool, move across the circle, select 0.125, enter. Finally here, click and enter 0.125, enter. Next, I'm going to use the arc tool. So I return to the second tool, the 2-point arc. zoom in here on the end. I'm going to select here and select here and then here. Select here, here, and here. And finally, use the eraser tool to remove all the excess lines. Watch very carefully and use the little circle on the corner of your eraser to remove the lines. Be patient. Try to keep the more accurate you click, the easier it is to remove those lines. You might have to interchangeably use the pan tool and the eraser tool. Now there is the profile for the lever, so then you use the orbit tool to orbit and use the push-pull tool to select that profile and push it 0.25, enter. It appears that I need to delete so I'm using the arrow. I select the circle, hit delete on the keypad. All right, very well. That's what your lever looks like. So you can now return to the materials list, turn to the wood, maybe pick a different color like this darker wood. You only have to make it once. Remember, select the material, select the surface. Don't forget to orbit so that you can find all the surfaces. Select the material, select this. I can see on the back side of this, the underside. Select the material, select the surfaces, and it's complete. So, with the production of this complete, don't forget, move up to the upper right, left, where you see save. Don't forget to save it in your Sketchup folder. And part name is lever-5. Oops, I don't know what happened. We'll try again. Save, Sketchup, lever 5. Call it lever 5 because there's 5 holes. Save here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, it says saving, so once it's saved, you move to the 3 lines in the upper left, select, export, PNG. Don't forget to click the blue button, PNG. And there you see it, lever 5 PNG. It's in my downloads folder. So I select my downloads folder to verify that it's there. Double click. If you're fortunate enough to create that, then you can turn that image in for the assignment credit. Good luck.